Protests in Iran have now spread to more than 45 cities across the country, and the death toll continues to climb amid one of the harshest crackdowns in recent history. What's driving this nationwide unrest, and what does it mean for the future of the Iranian state? Across Iran, demonstrations have expanded far beyond the capital, making this wave of unrest one of the broadest in years. What began as isolated protests has now reached more than 45 cities and towns, encompassing all 31 provinces. These demonstrations drew hundreds of thousands into the streets, uniting Iranians from diverse regions against economic hardship and political repression. The latest figures from rights groups indicate that at least 4,519 people have been killed during the protests. Tens of thousands more have been arrested, and many thousands are reported injured as security forces have used live ammunition, tear gas, and other forceful tactics to disperse crowds. Protesters are demanding deep reforms, relief from economic hardship, and in many cases, fundamental political change. The unrest was initially sparked by frustration over rising inflation, joblessness, and the sharp depreciation of the Iranian currency, all of which have worsened the daily struggles of ordinary citizens. The scale of this uprising is remarkable. Demonstrations have been reported in small towns and major urban centers alike, including cities that rarely saw protest activity in the past. People from a wide range of social and economic backgrounds have taken to the streets. This broad geographic spread shows the depth of public frustration and underscores how widespread the dissatisfaction has become. Iran's government has responded with a sweeping security crackdown, deploying paramilitary forces, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, and local security units. These forces have surrounded protest hubs, blocked major intersections, and imposed curfews in key areas. The crackdown has been coupled with an extensive internet blackout, limiting communication and hindering independent verification of events on the ground. The blackout has made it difficult for families to locate loved ones or share information with the outside world. Independent journalists and international media have faced extreme challenges reporting the full extent of violence and arrests inside Iran. Human rights organizations have repeatedly condemned the brutality of the government's response. These groups highlight that many of the deaths come from live ammunition fired at close range, including shots to vital areas like the head and chest. Hospitals in several cities have been overwhelmed with severe injuries, and cases of missing persons have also been reported. The growing death toll has drawn international attention and condemnation. Governments in Europe and North America have issued statements expressing concern about the loss of life and human rights violations. Some countries are weighing additional diplomatic pressure or sanctions, while human rights bodies are calling for independent investigations into the killings and mass arrests. Inside Iran, the government has defended its actions as necessary to restore order and protect national security. State media has described protesters as foreign-influenced agitators and threats to stability, framing the unrest as an attempt by external forces to undermine the nation. Iranian leaders maintain that their actions are lawful responses to violence and unrest. Still, many Iranians report that their demands remain unaddressed. Even in cities where protests have diminished due to the hard crackdown, tensions simmer below the surface. Observers say that the combination of economic struggle and political frustration continues to fuel discontent, suggesting that the situation could remain volatile unless reforms are seriously considered. The sheer geographic spread of protests, more than 45 cities and counting, demonstrates that dissatisfaction is not limited to a few hotspots. Instead, it reflects a broader national movement that has challenged the authority of the government on multiple fronts. Whether it leads to lasting change or further repression will depend on how both protesters and authorities respond in the days and weeks ahead. In summary, protests sweeping across more than 45 cities in Iran underscore deep national grievances and a growing crisis for the government. With the death toll climbing into the thousands and security forces tightening control, the future remains uncertain. As the world watches closely, The next chapter of this protest movement and the government's response could reshape Iran's political landscape for years to come. Stay informed, because when unrest spreads this widely, the stakes are national and international.